Hey, alright, hello. We're going to continue our Final Fantasy VI journey, possibly finish our Final Fantasy VI journey. Let's see. Before we get started, we have some things to show off. Need a run button. So all the characters are lounging about in various places. They say different things if you talk to them. You go down here if you want to find Cyan, because he was one of the last people we picked up, and he had all those books on machines. What an intriguing apparatus! So he's apparently gotten over his thing here. We need to change party members anyway. Before we go training, I just realized I want to make my first visit to the ancient castle. So we do have some tough bosses, so we probably should bring Sabin, probably Terra and Celis again, and of course Muggers. But I don't want you. Why can't I just go back? Oh, there's no going back if you select the wrong person. This is very annoying. I honestly, very minor thing, but I am very annoyed by how the, are you guys still equipped in your various stuff? Okay, good. Probably, and again, this control's throwing me off. Some of the controls are quite nice, but there are some control things that are very annoying. One of the more interesting ones that annoys me more in this game, as I kind of mentioned. So, in Japanese, who designed the first... this comes up in a lot of games. Now, the Japanese... Both PlayStation and Nintendo come from Japan. And they've become two of the three biggest video game console markets, and have been for Nintendo since the 80s, PlayStation since the 90s. And so because the Japanese read right to left, when they designed their Nintendo and Super Nintendo controller, they put the A button on the right and the B button on the left, X button on the right and Y button on the left, and so A is supposed to be your main selector button. And so that didn't change when they ported stuff over to America. Go to figure out. This is such an obscure thing. And so that was fine. But PlayStation, when they started making their consoles for America, they were like, well, the Westerners read right to left, or left to right, and opposite of us. So we should swap around the X and O buttons. Even though, although again, it doesn't matter as much for us, but in Japanese, O and X are often used in place of like Y, N, or O is a universal do things, positive symbol, and X is the negative, no, go back, cancel symbol. So those buttons working that way, you know, the same way Nintendo did in Japan, made sense to them. But when we ported it to America, they decided to localize it. And this is one of those weird localizations that I would not have minded if they didn't do. Stratum's unusually rough. We seem to be catching on something. Stop here. That actually is more obscure than the original game was. It says we've hit something, and it says stop and explore, so you can stop and explore. And so this is the place we came through. So this is one of the most obscure areas in the entire game. How you're supposed to find this, I do not know. I still have the Moogle Charm equipped, right? Yeah, Moogle's Charm. Which I'm always going to be calling the Moogle Charm, because that's how it is. Wing Edge. Wing Edge is one of the super awesome cloud, or Y-Cloud, lock-only weapons. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by several, but it's got some good stats. So this is the Master Tomberry. And pretty much everything except for Nintendo has decided to follow PlayStation's lead and do the whole... I'm just going to hero the party and set this to auto. Traveler. called Step Mine before. It does damage based on how many steps you've taken. So if you've done a lot of grinding, although it's really only about as much as his physical attacks anyway, and I need to put everybody in the back row. Yeah, he counters with that, which is annoying. Okay, time to turn auto off because I need to revive Mog after he dies. Oh, God. So that's probably, again, not going to count towards the stupid Paladin shield. No. Because he died as it happened. Gladius. Called Gradus in the... I actually really like that name. I understand now how that was English. I can't believe I never realized it before. It's called Gradus back then. Graedus, which sounded like just some sort of cool Greek name. I wasn't familiar with it anywhere else. But it sounds like a cool sword. It's a dagger that can be used by almost everybody. Has holy properties and some of the highest attack power in the game, as well as 10 evasion, which makes it pretty useful as well. The biggest problem with it is that since it's holy, there are a surprising number of holy enemies that you sometimes encounter, so if it's the best weapon you've got, you find in a randomizer, and then you equip it, you're almost inevitably going to run into 3 bosses in a row that absorb holy, because that's the way that randomizers work. But that swapping of the things really messes me up with games that I have, like the original of, like this one, and then, you know, this modern version. I guess I could, like, set the, I could probably set the gamepad settings and reverse it, but, I'm used to this now. I don't know if it would actually set the airship, change the airship functions anyway, because that's the one that's most messing me up. Because again, I've had enough of those, like between playing Tactics and this one every week, except for playing Tactics and Worlds Collide, which runs on the original SNES engine, of course, so it uses the original Japanese confirm and select. We're actually going to save because of the next monster in the box, which we should be able to beat as well, but is it can be surprisingly tough. Do I have... None of them have mastered, which is fine. Do I have... You do not. Oh, you do. Okay, good. I don't even know what I'm looking for because the name is different. But confused is what I'm looking for, which we have a couple of people. Good. I've never tested this before, but this is one of those little things I've learned from that. What is this place? I can't even remember where the reference to this is. I think actually you have to talk to the scholars in the library and they mention a little bit about it. A castle that fell during the War of the Magi 1,000 years ago. But it's like the most obscure dungeon Easter egg. It's an Esper attack. Let's loose our Espers. It's one of those things you never need to use Figaro Castle again once you get the airship right after you go to Kohlingen, so... Lord Odin is the only Esper left to us. Has he recovered from his injuries? Doesn't matter, we have no other choice. We must leave this final battle in Odin's hands. Chancellor looking just like the one from Figaro, and the guards looking like regular merchants nowadays. A city destroyed during the War of the Magi. Bringing Terra gives this more interesting scenes. Slon Tetsuken! Literally meaning steel-cutting sword. Name they commonly give to Odin's attack, and a few other attacks in the Final Fantasy and adjacent series by Square, including, of course, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is another place where that comes up, especially amongst those who are big fans, who were so big that they even got the Japanese PS2 Final Mix, since it was only available in Japan for like 10 years before they put it on PS3. Impressive, I never thought you would be able to turn me to stone. There's a legend that tells of an ancient battle between the Esper Odin and a powerful magus. It took place in the great hall of a castle. But so attack is circle and square is jump in Japan, and so people I follow like Biscuit047 who let's go ahead and throw Confuse on him. Go ahead and heal up party. It's always interesting when you have powerful bosses who are weak to one status effect, so if you have it, you can use it on them. And that's kind of a problem with Square Enix properties in general. I don't know, I guess it's kind of okay when you know what you're doing with it and stuff, but you don't have that, so... Whoops. That stupid menu thing messed with me again. Now I have something to heal. It's like, if you know the secret... They did fix one problem that this game had. The memory cursor remembers who you cast on and wants to keep casting on the same person even if you switch from good magic to bad magic. It used to be even worse because it remembered to do the switch if you switched back, but the first time you switched it didn't. So now they fixed it, so now it just always targets whoever you last cast it on. But that means if you're switching from white to black magic, you're going to hurt yourself like that. So annoying. And for some reason, they had it perfectly programmed in Final Fantasy VI, even if almost nothing else worked. So, I don't know. Lots of chests. So, Master's Scroll is a really cool and one of the most powerful relics in the game. It turns fight into X-Fight, or 4 times attack, similar to the double cut materia, I think it's called, in... So here's the Odin Esper. It halves your attack damage, but doubles it, and the fact that it's one of the most powerful items in the endgame because it allows you to break the damage cap. Odin crumbles, leaving behind a shard of magicite. The ultra-powerful Odin, which teaches Meteor, and is the only Esper in the game that gives a speed boost on level up, which makes it ridiculously good. A gold hairpin, very strong. Okay, so there's nothing in this area, actually. And there's nothing over here either, from what I remember. Yeah, there's this, like, cage back area, but this is just distraction stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do the first part of this, but we're not going to come back for a while later because this is a crazy game. Talking about so many things now, I've forgotten. Oh, I always forget about that, too. Here's a library book. This book encrusted with glittering gems. The Queen's Diary. I have fallen in love with Odin. It is a forbidden love, I know, but the flames of passion obey not rule or reason. Every time I think of that noble man, my heart flutters and fans the flames yet more, and who could rightly fault it? When the fighting ends, I shall tell him, I must. Love between a human and an Esper. Of course, that means something Dara. Now, there's more to this, but we don't want to access it yet because I want to keep Odin. Because again, he's the only Esper in the game who gives you speed on level up. He is also the only Esper in the game that upgrades, and when he upgrades, he no longer gives speed on level up, and he loses his Meteor spell too. And there's only one other Esper that gives the Meteor spell, and you won't get that until the very end game. But yeah, if you know what a monster's status weakness is, a powerful monster, you can cheese it out with that But it only works on some bosses. It's not like everyone has one. And most of them are immune to all status ailments, so you're generally left in a habit of never bothering to use them until some crazy person tries random stuff and figures it out, or a desperate person tries random stuff and figures it out. So now the biggest problem with doing this at all, and especially if you do it more than once and you come back to turn Odin into Raiden after, is that you have to go through this again multiple times, because our airship's still on the other continent, and there's no other way to get across the sea except for using the castle. And now we have to tell him, restart the engines again. But so I want to level up with Odin to give speed. It's one of the reasons why Locke is a better character than most think, because he has the highest natural speed, which, being the hardest stat to raise and being extremely important next to magic power, perhaps in importance, and since strength doesn't scale damage all that well for physical, and stamina is only mildly useful. I still can't believe that the power of magic has returned. This guy's an interesting thing. Magicite can impart magical powers to humans. Amazing. Not these guys? Who is it? Golly, I can't even remember who you talked to get the other secret of how to unlock that then. I thought it was these scholars. Oh well, guess not. I'm not going to search around the world for it. I'll just tell the secret when I go back there. Okay, so I need to use my Super Nintendo-esque B button to move and not the A button. So now we have Odin. I could also get Alexander, but he doesn't give growth, so I really don't care about using him for my buff level grind. And then I just messed up again, super easy. Doma Castle I still need to do, but again, I don't really care about Alexander that much yet. Come on, let's go knock the crazy right out of that guy. They all say interesting things. Okay, we're going to level Locke, Realm, Shadow. They have some of the best stats, and so they're the ones I want to build up in my next powerful party. Let's see, I can give him the ultimate weapon or give him the wing edge for even more crazy stat bonuses. I should probably take off my elemental shields. Oh, I can do that here. I was thinking I might just leave them totally equipped, but at the very least, I should remove their shields, because the shields, among other things, teach elemental properties as well as being excellent protection. So it's easier to teach these characters. Ichigeki. Where do I pick up the stunner? Is that in... Oh, that's in Cult of Kefka Tower. That's right. Sad that she doesn't have a better... When do I want to kill? I'd get a Magus Rod by killing Dirt Dragon. I gotta do some grinding first. The biggest grind is not going to be these characters either, it's just getting this cursed shield. That is always going to throw me off, having the button swapped for this. Everywhere else, my muscle memory is enough that I'm fine with it for the most part, but it's actually very annoying with here. Okay, Lulu's Charm. Let's go and give you something moderately useful. Alarm Earring would actually be good to do, so we can do that. Now we need to give each of you growth eggs. And maybe just give you all growth eggs and Hermes sandals. Oh, somebody else has the Hermes sandals, so you can't. You're over in this spot. No, cannot be good. Actually, he's just about at the level where this would be really useful for him. The rest of you in the back, to be back open. I need to go buy some throwable items for Shadow, too. Okay, so you learned Phantom over the course of your thing there. I need to teach you this. I might actually have you need to attack as well. I need to get spells before I worry too much about leveling these people, though. They don't have any... Well, if I learn elemental attacks from the shields, I can just use those. So maybe that's fine as well. You're still learning Lakshmi, which is fine for the Kiraga. So actually, we need you to learn Odin. You get Valley Garmanda. Actually, you get Zona Secret. You get Valley Garmanda until you learn that. And then you guys can swap. But they'll get +2 magic from those. Realm will get speed, which her speed already is not bad either. 42 with all of her stat bonuses on, 55 magic. We'll give her some magic at some point as well. And let's go ahead and save. Double Tyrannosaur. Okay. Something I have to watch out for. Valiant Knife gets more powerful as it gets lower level. That gonna kill us? Not quite. One of the other problems with this game is that if you revive... Is that gonna kill? Not quite. Good. Okay. If I'm attacking things this powerful, I ought to probably turn slower speed on. But if you have something that gives like auto haste, like running shoes, and then you revive, it doesn't maintain your haste status. On the other hand, very annoyingly, if Mog dies but then you revive him, he still keeps on his death timer. He gets a brand new death timer thanks to his cursed shield. That is another small bug or feature compared to the original game that wasn't there, which is really a bit of... Holy crap, honestly. Can't believe that that's a feature in this game. Okay. Probably not worth it yet, quite honestly. Because the meteors are too strong. Probably ought to go back to this grinding spot for now. The Tyrannosaurs are more of a end game type grinding spot. Which means Mog needs to temporarily equip Phantom so he can Phantom us. Lock with the Valiant Knife and this low HP is going to kill pretty much everything. That is a little bit weird too. When you have the Master Scroll and you attack, since it targets all enemies, you don't even get a chance to choose. It just automatically targets. I'm going to get these guys leveled to about 50 with these stats, which is going to make them pretty outrageous. Okay, Shadow Learn for Zara. The dinosaurs also give pretty good MP as well, which is another nice thing about them. That's the greedy thing I didn't think about when I decided to try the dinosaurs out, is that it's faster leveling if you can kill the enemy easily and safely, and with this Phantom strat, which I need to swap off of Mod now. Needs to learn real magic. He was learning Lakshmi, which he only has Kiraga to go. I'm going to go ahead and have him learn this, actually. Darn. You can't quite one-shot the frog, so you can't kill four at once. I need to be ready with probably some Blizzaros and such. I'll just find this a good second-person Blizzaro when she's done. So that'll take a little bit. Well, the two blizzards plus attack with him should kill them all, so yeah. I ought to do the blizzards first, because then he'll attack each of the frogs once and kill them all. Otherwise, because you don't actually do more damage to enemies if there are less targets. You only do reduced damage if you target all, and full damage if you target one. Which is why the effect of multicasting, why the strategy of putting wall on your own characters and then multicasting off of them works so well in several other Final Fantasies, because it turns a single attack into 4 half-damage attacks, basically. Oh, he didn't die. Amazing. Ichigeki's strong enough to kill him. Shadowland Gandara. There's some more magic +2. Speed +1. What awful timing. Come on. This game is so unfair sometimes with its timing. It's definitely worse than the SNES version when it comes to allowing enemies turns they shouldn't have. I should probably be weight tricking to make that a little more consistent. Okay, that was totally wrong, but... pondering without attacking with him. That's all I need to do. $46, $55, $47, $44, $42 magic. I haven't given her any growth, and she still can get +6 from wielding a Magus Rod on top of that, so... She does have +4 magic and +6 magic from those, but it's just golly, her base magic is so high. Takes all the other characters so long to get anywhere close to it. Usually, and it was always the case in the original SNES, if a character was dead, he wouldn't attack it again. Unless all the characters were effectively dead. It kept track of that. But now... chooses 4 random targets, and generally will attack each target once, but sometimes repeats anyway, even if they're dead. Oh, God. Now I have to hit that one 4 times, because Locke had a really bad targeting date for that battle. But yeah, that's why Master Scroll / Offering is powerful, because it can break the damage cap. Which, you know, there isn't... Like, Final Fantasy X was the first Final Fantasy to actually break the damage cap by allowing you to do more than 9999, putting the damage cap in... basically... not really breaking it, but setting a new damage cap. You can kill everything now, so... 4,000 is about the HP I think they've got, yeah, so... now it's just a matter of luck, if he kills them or not. But Final Fantasy VI is kind of unique in that it's pretty easy to... once you get up to the 50s and 60s and do some stat boosts and get some powerful abilities, you can break the damage cap really quickly. Or you could reach the damage cap pretty quickly with a variety of different attacks and stuff. So the things that are actually most powerful in this game to chew through bosses that have, you know, upwards of 40k health and stuff is to 40k, 50k, 60k health on some of them, is to have abilities that can break the damage cap because they hit multiple times. So even if they aren't doing 9999, with this low health in the Valiant Knife, Locke is capable of doing 16k in a turn, either to multiple enemies, or if there's a single target with a lot of HP, he would do 16k to it, just all on its own. Okay, good, he is going to kill them both. Pretty low odds to attack one with all 4, so... And there are only a few abilities in the game or items that let you do that. The Master Scroll is one. Another is the Dragon Horn. You have to use both the Dragon Boots and the Dragon Horn, and then give a spear to... and give it to somebody with a spear so that the damage is actually high enough. Although if their attack power is super great, theoretically you wouldn't need to. Notice that he's not doing 8k to the ones he's attacking from behind, because that's the thing about the Valiant Knife and the Ammo Weapon that makes them so powerful with the Master Scroll, is that they aren't affected by either by defense or by considerations like back attacks and stuff. They just do a set damage based on their battle formula plus factored in by HP. The Atma weapon has a higher base hit, but it scales down as your HP goes down as well. It's not actually set by the HP. Oh my word. It doesn't even matter. He's gonna have to attack again if he decides to only hit 2. Yeah, and there's a jump. And now he has to go through 4 no effects for his attacks too. And a miss. Okay, let's not let Nog die. So the Dragon Horn will cause you to double to quadruple jump randomly. After your first jump, as if you were Mario using Super Jump in Super Mario RPG, you'll leap up into the air and jump again. You have a maximum of 4, but you'll do at least a second jump, which means that it can do anywhere if you give it to Edgar or Mog with the Aura Lance, or Pearl Lance at least. You can get probably close to max damage, so you'll do anywhere from like 18-ish K to up to 36K if it chooses to do 4 jumps. For so long he was doing perfect number of attacks he needed, and now all of a sudden he's acting very dumb. It is a fun game, and definitely the Pixel Remaster is a pretty good port, and it's definitely, you know, recommendable to people who've never played the old games and don't have nostalgia for them. There's definitely some quality of life things, but there's also a lot of stuff that is in the programming compared to the original game, which is really sketchy and not great. Things like just little things like the Master Scroll not working as well as the Offering, you could say, just because of how they couldn't perfectly replicate the programming. Because that smart ability of it to recognize that an enemy is dead, so let me attack another one, was 100% consistent. Not in this game. Once she learns that, I think her speed is going to be high enough that, yeah, 49 speed. She's already the fastest character in the game now. She does have a, I forgot that it goes for everyone. She does have a, like, 10 points of speed boost on as well between various things, but that's still not quite 10. It's like 1 there, so 8 points. So she's got a 41 base speed now, which is extremely solid. So strength scales your physical damage, but it doesn't scale it nearly as much. Like, that's why Vigor's, what do they call it in this? It was the Vigor stat. It's, Hyper Wrist. The Hyper Wrist increases your strength by 50%. But strength is only a very small part of the damage formula, so it only equates to like a 5 to 10% damage increase, I think, versus, you know, the Gygus Glove or Atlas Armlet as it was originally called, which increases physical damage by 25%. But increasing magic by 50% would increase damage by about 50% as well. It's that absurd. Oh, come on. Although they have about 4,500 hit points, so he now actually does enough that 1 hit will kill him, as long as he doesn't target 1 with all 4. But so, how are you doing? Meteor at 43%. I think it's only a 1 growth, so with these guys only giving 1, that's not a surprise that it's taking forever. That is the biggest problem with this particular grind spot. It's good for your levels and stats, and that's why I'm not worrying that much about what they're learning. Except for semi-mod, who I need to double check. There, he learned Kiraga. I was about to ask about that, so yeah. Although I want him to learn Life 3 anyway. Life 3, or Re-Raise, as they call it here, is one of the 2 best ways to deal with Magimaster. At the top of the Cult of Kefka Tower. There are 2 different ways that are really reliable. There are 3 technically. The third one is just to be powerful enough to tank his Ultima that he uses as a finishing death blow when he dies. Death retaliation with Ultima. It's pretty hard because he actually has a really high magic power, unlike other characters who use Ultima. There are only a couple, like Final Kefka uses it, but his magic power is actually quite weak, so it's one of the better things to see him use, hilariously. Oh my word. Okay, well. Oh. So if this fight is unlucky enough to really drag on, there can be a problem because they can actually use one magic-ish ability called, it was called Ripple Tide before, or Ripple or something. It would cause them to switch all status effects with whoever they use it on. I don't know if it still applies in this game. I'm going to go ahead and save after all these growths. But in the old game, statuses would include having Interceptor on the party. So they could actually steal Interceptor from Shadow, the ability to block with Interceptor. So if then Interceptor, if you kill that frog before he ripples somebody else, you pretty much lose Interceptor permanently. By the same token, you could use control on these guys to give Interceptor to another character if you really want to. There are some people who like to do crazy things like that. Well, I'm just going to do Zara the next one that comes down. Just little inconsistencies in how the battle speed works and everything throw me off so much. But that'll also steal the invis effect, so that's the main danger. But since I have Shadow, it's just that there's the extra danger of possibly losing Interceptor, which more gall, seriously. Wow, he did almost as much damage as her. Well, he is up to 50 magic himself. Right now, it's definitely better to see the mantises. They give more EXP and twice as many AP, magic points, as it was originally called. Not that that caused any confusion with MP that you use to cast spells, magic points to learn spells, and MP to cast spells. Certainly no confusion there. AP definitely works better in that regard. Like to give Realm some more magic boost, though. With a lot more MP, so you bizarre that one. Not actually mattering at the moment, but I probably ought to go ahead and get this flame shield to somebody else now. There. And now they can swap when they've learned. Or when she's learned, rather, because Shadow's going to learn a lot quicker. Okay, Mog learned to rise. Shadow learned Fyra. Not even worth it to cast spells at this point or two because Shadow doesn't have enough to continue. Might as well just let Lock attack again and finish them off. Okay, learn from Dara. I was hoping to swap Realm over to some magic growth before we hit level 50. Because with these 10 plus levels that Lock and Shadow gain, they're going to be extremely magic boosted. Which, you know, isn't totally like it's a bad thing, but there's 50 for Shadow. Now at 56, I'm going to start teaching him other abilities then, and actually take off his growth rate too. Okay, what would be good to learn? I'm going to start with Flare and work my way down. That's probably Alexander. I didn't get Ragnarok, and one's going to be Riley, so yep, I have all the rest. One more battle will get these guys to 50, so then they'll be stat buffed enough. Except maybe for getting a little bit more magic power to realm later on. Go ahead, do your stupid jumps. Targeting is so bad in this game. Seriously? Okay, so how close did you get to mastering Meteor and all that? 75! 75 AP was all we got, which is something close to 50-ish battles, so we're trucking along in our Cursed Shield grinding as well. Before I put this group up, we're going to do a save. And we're going to go ahead and take down the Dirt Dragon. Does anybody here have Rote? I don't think we do, actually. Which would be really helpful. Maybe I'll just ignore it and hope that he doesn't cast on the first turn. Let's see. In case he does, no reason for everybody else to die. That means use for you. So there's a dragon sitting in the middle of the stage. The Impresario tells us about this. Oh dear, there's a dragon sitting smack in the middle of my stage. What'll I do? Well, some of these switches have interesting properties. I would recommend playing with them if you haven't before. Don't touch the wrong switch or you'll be in for a nasty surprise. This is the one you have to hit to fall on the stage so you can have your stage duel with the Dirt Dragon. Probably Earth Dragon. Yeah, saw that coming. Yeah, I was kind of afraid he was going to start with that. Let's see, what do I want to throw at him? Throw your Sasuke. Go ahead and throw your Water Skull. Water does a lot of damage to him. A lot of damage to him. He's weak to it, plus that's the effect of having all of that magic power that I gave him. And that's Valiant Knight with low health. Four dragons remaining. Looks like you saved the day for us once again. They put the tense wrong in the translation there. It says, looks like it's time for us to save the day again after you've already done it. And it sounds like they're talking, but no, that was a bit of a misnomer there. Oh yeah, I need to do Evet's Rock too, which doesn't have anything good at all, but whatever, I'll need to do that at some point. So now I need to get some magic ready to tackle Kefka's tower. before we do that, let's go ahead and do Cyan's Dream. So who do I want to bring? You need to be in the 3rd slot. Part of me wants to bring the crew I've been leveling. I need to bring Terra, though, because I want to show off something cool. So who should I bring for my 4th? And or 3rd, really? Well, that's going to be... Oh, that's right. I need to bring Go-Go for this. I absolutely need to bring Go-Go. This is one of the spots where Go-Go can really shine. I just hope the same exploit works this time around. We will see. Okay, abilities. She's been learning Tri-Talk. I'm going to let her equip it later. Instead, we're going to give you Odin. You don't get a relic. You're still learning Phoenix. We'll go ahead and let you finish. That's fine. Cyan, it doesn't even matter. He's not going to be able to do anything at all. So yeah, that's good. Alright. Status, Go-Go. X to set his commands. We're going to set him to Blitz and Magic and Item, because Item is generally pretty useful. Blitz is still the most powerful basic type attacks I can do. I need to go get a nap somewhere or a instant heal. I need to equip Mog again with the Evil Charm, though. Give you the Alarm Earring. And some more of those running shoes would be great on you. Hermes sandals, but you don't have them, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you Gold Hairpin. That's actually a good idea. Give you the Hermes sandals. Give you optimal equipment. Ninja gear is really the best for him. That's fine. Aegis shield's good because oh yeah, dealing rod's always going to go to the top because it's got the highest attack power. That's so crazy. So that for +7 magic, so his magic is respectable at least. I don't have any good shields left. I could give her a crystal, I guess. Doesn't really matter. No, I'd rather have the elemental absorb. So let's remove these from these characters. Probably ought to remove those two in case I want them. Forgot that we had that on too. Don't really need the growth eggs at this point, so I don't care if they're off. Mostly I just want the elemental shields. They already otherwise had good equipment. She has Genji armor? Yeah. Actually, I could, what I ought to do is take the Minerva off of her. So, because that nullifies the 3 elements. Now I can give you the Aegis shield, and give, even if you can't learn the magic from it, having an elemental shield to absorb some elemental damage would be handy. Ice and fire are the 2 best ones. Oh, of course, you've got the cursed shield, unfortunately, so that's just rough. But so we'll give you the Aegis shield for its better defense, magic defense, blocking than the crystal shield. There we go. 97 magic evade, 55 evasion, immune to the 3 basic elements. Ragnarok is so powerful too as a weapon. And I'm not bothering to equip Cyan because even though this is his quest, he's pretty much useless. I had enough money to actually pay for the stupid clue in the Cult of Kefka Tower, which I believe is about the, if I remember right, it's about the ancient castle. It's the one clue to use that. So we have to initiate this by sleeping in the castle, but unfortunately we don't get a rest after it. I think it, like, although it might in here, I'm not quite sure. I'm only going off of my recent experience playing in the randomizer, which I thought that it did count as a rest, but it doesn't in the randomizer, but you do get a rest effect after the entire event is over. So I'm not sure if that's just randomizer programming and I misremembered the original game or what. Oh, Cyan doesn't get out of bed when we finish resting, so I think it does count as a rest, but whatever. It was good to ensure. Oh, I don't have Mog in the 3rd spot. That's a problem. I'm Laragorn. I'm Kurlax. I'm Mobius. Larry, Curly, and Mo. We're the Dream Stooges. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. I can't remember what their names were in original Japanese, but they were called Larry, Curly, and Mo in the translation. They decided to keep a form of that. Yeah, I did the wrong thing. I'm actually going to go back to title screen and reload this because I don't want to run around and get into battles with one character. I thought I had him in the right spot, but I didn't double check while I was busy worrying about equipment. I only kind of noticed as I was thinking about it after going to sleep, it's like, wait, Mog was in the 2nd spot, not the 3rd. Gogo's in the 3rd. I'm glad to know that that is still the same, though. So the first thing that happens when you dive into the dream is they split up your party, and the 3rd character is who you start with, which is pretty absurdly annoying. Played a randomizer seed on my own last night, playing around with possible submission to marathons because they're really pushing the WC community to start doing that to prep for maybe trying to get it into GDQ. And the thing I found I was missing the most was diagonal dashing in the randomizer. Kurlax is the most stretch of one. Laragorn sounds like Aragorn. Mobius is a well-known Greek term / name in various places, but Kurlax, I have no idea where they got that from, but that's the only way they could get Curly, I guess. They also provide a handy healing bucket there. So you take left one first. That puts you here. You followed us all the way into this guy's dream. I'd better not fight you until I've got my brothers with me. Ciao for now. So we can recover Terra. We end up here. We want to take the top door. Then we take the right door. Now we'll pick up Gogo. You followed us all the way. I'd better not fight you. Ciao for now. Okay, same stupid thing. Okay, Gogo, you join us. And then you take this middle door, and you're done with this sequence. All these are so much easier if you have Mog with the middle charm, and you don't have to worry about the random encounters. When you want the experience, it's better just to find a grinding spot. We're the Dream Stooges. We're all together now. There's no escape for you. She doesn't have any big spells, so... He does have a big spell. Unfortunately, it's Firaga. So he only has good fire spells. That's a little bit of a problem, but... He's definitely hitting the wrong one, because that's the one I can do the most damage to. But... oh, darn. That's not something they should be doing. It's not going to do any damage to her, though, because of Minerva Bustier. Minerva Bustier, too good. Alright, took him out. He can cast Arise on the others, so you definitely want to take him out first. Alright. So second part of the dream sequence, we're on the train. You're gonna save point, we'll go ahead and save. Boss fight might be kind of difficult. Having a character with a Doom counter on them is a bit troublesome for these, so... One thing you might want to do is find an easy place for battles and grind those out if you really want to get the Paladin Shield. We have to watch this dream sequence where Cyan is reliving his past, jumping from card to card, chased by ghosts. This switch moves the box so that we can go get this chest. Lots of good stuff in here too. Another Genji Glove. So now I can have a party of Genji Glove users. A lump of metal. What on earth could that be used for? Hey, why is this chest always getting in my way? Throw the lump of metal in there, and it can't move. You get another flame shield. You hit this switch. It closes this box and those two boxes down there. I wonder what that means. I guess we'll find out later. Oh, there's a book. I wonder if I can read the book. I've never bothered. One would do well to remember the physician. Such knowledge could be one's salvation. Just in case you're wondering what those chests are about. I probably should have gone back to the beginning and checked for books, too. So, more switch puzzles. So this switch moves that over, which allows us to get to the third switch. So we hit the third switch, another ice shield, and that drops that down. So now if we pull this over, we can now get the second switch. Second switch flips that over. Now we go back to the first switch, shove that back over. Now we go to the third switch again, pulls that up, and now we can finally progress. Boom. And now... remember the positions. There's this chest, and this chest. So now we hit the switch, and it opens that door. Voila, puzzle solved. Here's a save point. Which I saved already, I'm not going to bother with, although maybe I should, so I've done everything. And now there's switches switched. We can switch whatever switches we like or not switch them. As soon as you leave, suddenly the dream changes, and we're running around in Magitech armor, apparently in the Narsh mines, which kind of is weird. So Cyan's mixing two events together. He has fought in the Narsh mines. We did that in the Cult of Kefka, or the battle against Kefka fight. And we're in Magitech armor because they wanted to give us Magitech armor for some reason. There's a glitch you can do in the original game to give the appearance of people running in Magitech armor permanently by swapping around character leads and stuff, which is kind of neat. But there is an interesting effect here. We're going to go ahead and fight some random battles really quick. White cape for now is fine. I don't care. I just want to get in a battle. Schmidt and Pluto armor. Hey look, she has access to all of her Magitech abilities, including the powerful Magitech missile. He can't use Magitech, but he can mimic. That's the difference in their magic power, although also her thing. So, if you want to experience fighting with Magitech armor again, you can do that here in the dream, which is kind of neat. Everybody else still only gets the basic 4 abilities, unless they've changed that in the world in the Pixel Remaster, but I doubt it. Now you exit again. The way you're running around in a maze, if you don't have Mog with the Moogle Charm for this, it's an extremely annoying dungeon because of how everything is very maze-like. But the fastest way is to go through there, go across that area, enter that door, then leave the door, you're in a different place, you drop across the bridge, and we're finally done. Now what we have is the final battle, which hopefully I can cheese out the same way in the original, but we're about to find out. It probably won't work. Please, save my husband, save Cyan. Where are we? What is this place? You're inside Cyan's mind. What? My husband, Cyan, continues to torment himself over what happened to Doma, what happened to the world, and what happened to us. The depth of his despair caused a monster known as Rexsoul to latch onto him. Rexsoul is formed of the countless souls lost during the conflict 1,000 years past. They're hurting my dad. Help him! Of course we will. You get another save point. Please, help Cyan. You have to help Dad. Is that a bucket? Yes, a restoration bucket. So nice that they provide those everywhere. Alright, here it comes. Otherwise, I think I'm ready for it. If I have to do it the normal way, I will. It's super annoying. This is one of the worst fights in the game. You must be Rexel. Let Cyan go. You're too late. This man can't escape me. He is overcome by despair at his own powerlessness. I am fed by his sorrow, his anger, and his hate, and now I shall partake of yours as well. I'll possess one of your bodies. Perhaps I'll return to this form once you've expired. Von Tetsuken! Darn, it doesn't work. Too bad. So, in the original game, like many SNES games at the time, once it sees that there are no enemies on screen, it concludes the battle is over. You can kill these stupid things 1,000 times and they'll always regenerate. But in the moment after Odin kills them both, the game sees that there are no enemies on screen before it respawns them, and it ends the battle in a victory. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen here, so... The only thing we can actually do is kill our own party and hope that Rexsoul was hiding in that character. Good. Kind of glad about that. No, I just wanted to attack Rexsoul. Okay, that was really weird. I should have gotten throw for this battle, actually. I have Cure Out with me. He doesn't have Lazara, so... there's a lot of things I don't have. I'm just going to have him be my weight person. Golly, he has such high magic defense. Maybe I should try attacking him. Oh, he's healed by Holy, that's right. And he has a Graius on. Blast. Okay, so I can't use that. Darn it. Now he's just going to revive. Okay, wrong one. Should have chosen a different ability than Blitz. I forgot how useless it would be in this battle. Throw would be much better. Hero. Change equipment is what I wanted to do. Golden Sphere. At least Ragnarok is pretty powerful. Okay, good. That should end the fight. Unless they're gonna make me kill both of these guys again. That would be dumb. Are they? Looks like they are. How absurd can you get? So in the original game, if you try to play it naturally like that, as soon as you kill Rexel, the thing is over. So again, the Pixel Remaster is the worst of both worlds. Not only do you not win if you kill the two while Rexel is off the map, you don't win by killing Rexel. You have to kill all three of them then. Those two after Rexel. That is so stupid. I thank you all. I thought I could hear my wife and son calling out to me. Their voices gave me the strength to hold on. Elaine! Owen! Thank you, my love. You really are strong, Dad. No, I could not do anything. Not then, and not now. I am a man without honor. You're wrong. You've always had more than enough for all of us. My beloved will always be with you. Dad, I love you. Please wait. We'll always be at your side. Ghostly echo. Elaine and Owen live on in my heart. I can no longer dwell on the past. I must follow the road which I believe to be right. Cyan purged his mind of confusion and doubt. Swordsmanship attained its peak level, so now he has all 8 of his swordsmanship abilities, which means I got an achievement for a Master Samurai. He'll also learn them by level naturally, but if you do this early enough without leveling him, you'll get them all. Alexander Magicite. So now I have most of the complete collection, everything except for Ragnarok. If I want to achievement hunt this game, I'm pretty sure that there's an achievement for getting all the Espers. So you have to get the... Oh, I'm missing Crusader too, which I won't get until the end game. So I would have to get that effect as well. Yeah, I didn't get a rest bonus there. I think I'm going to go ahead and rest really quick, since this is one of the few free resting spots left. In before resting here a second time triggers the entire sequence again. I would not be surprised by such a bug in Pixel Remaster, because it's had some of the weirdest little bugs. Okay, so the only real dungeon left is, I guess, the last part of Ancient Castle, but that's a single room with a dragon and a Esper upgrade. There's also Ebbets Rock, but that's just a boss fight, and you don't even get much of a reward from it. I'll have to do it at some point. And then finally there's the Cult of Kefka Tower. So that's what we're looking at for our next goal. So I need to prep a group with magic, and I also want to make sure that I've finished getting rid of the curse on this sword. So we're finally going to tackle these. It'll take some extra healing and stuff, but how many tents do I have? I have lots of money. I should go buy some tents, and so that I can easily just use tents after using magic to heal everyone, because grinding on the sand worms is going to take some... This is a close enough item shop. Grinding on the sandworms is going to do some damage from all of their sandstorms, or whatever they call them here. So then when I'm out of mana, I can just use tents. They only have sleeping bags here, are you kidding? I figured that every item shop in the World of Ruin must have tents. There's no way that they wouldn't, right? Of course not. I don't buy a lot of items in the vanilla game, so I usually stock up early. Although what I ought to do is put Edgar in the party and go to Figaro Castle, come to think of it. There I can get them cheap. That'll take a little bit more time, but you don't have to talk to the person you want to put in the party, but it's fun to see what they all say. If something were to happen to me, all the world's ladies would grieve. Yes, I'm sure, Edgar. You keep telling yourself that. I'm gonna have to rearrange the party after this anyway, so... The only problem with this is it's a little bit more of a trek, but I know that they have tents in their item shop, and I can get them for only 600 gold here with him in the party, so... That way I'll just get 99 and be done. I'm sure I have the max amount. Why did I come in here? I've just passed the shops. I have a lot of remedies too, and I can use those up. Okay. I ought to buy high potions if I do more invis grinding. And a bunch of ethers. I never end up using my items, but oh well. I have so much money. One of the other mini grinds I'm probably going to have to do is visiting the Colosseum to upgrade a few of my items. There are some really neat items you can get at the Colosseum that a lot of people don't know about. There's definitely one item I have to get, and a couple of really nifty relics that I want. I'll change the party first. Edgar equipped with anything? No. Okay. Unequip everyone not in the party now, then I don't have to come back down here. General Leo, I think I've begun to understand the things you told me. Going to go ahead and use Realm. Nerva Bustier, an Aegis Shield, and a Mystery Veil. Slightly worse than the Circlet, but it does give more magic block and magic defense as well, so... And I have plenty of people who can use Circlets. Let's see, Enhancer for +7 magic. Give her Flame Shield, block fire and ice. Actually, no. What I need to give her is a Thunder Shield. Flingy armor. I didn't put anything on. Alright. Sandworms give a good amount of EXP, so we're going to go ahead and put Growth Eggs on these two so they can catch up in experience, since I haven't done it with them yet. Hermes Sandals, or maybe just Hero Wings actually for the damage. Magus Rod. Thunder Shield. Circlet for now until we find her. Let's see. This will help out because Thunder Shields make you immune to wind, which Sandstorm is wind, so... Let's see, Hyper Ring, and I'm going to give you Hermes Sandals. And now we're going to change you back to Alarm Earring, so we won't get back attacked or surprise attacked, which helps out a lot. I can put you back in the Gladius for the evasion, if nothing else. Okay, Phoenix is on mod. Take everything off so that we can do what we need to. Let's go ahead and finish up Valley Darmanda. Let's go ahead and start you on Odin to get Meteor, because they have most of the spells we really want them, except for the most powerful black magic, I think. You, on the other hand, probably start with Lakshmi and get some healing support. You're almost done with re-raise, so that'll help. Slagman. Mog learned his Desert Lullaby, which I hadn't gotten yet, so that actually gives him his last, I'm gonna save after that, just in case. Although it looks like we'll be fine now. We can just toss with 9999 Blazzaras and kill him quickly. There is El Cactuar. Oh darn. That's one thing this group doesn't have, is a quick way to kill Cactuar. because he resists almost everything. Yeah, misses entirely. That misses too. Looks like I need to forget about the magic and put on sniper sight. What can I do to get it? I actually don't have anything unless I sketch 1,000 needles. There we go. Okay, forgot entirely about having an anti-thing for learning the spells here. There, it's easy enough to get if you know how. This is the easiest way, although it might not. We'll see if this works on here. I'm going to go ahead and save it in case things go bad again. Sketch is alright as a filler. Okay, Mog finally finished Phoenix, so what Esper do we want to give you next? Kind of need Valley Garmanda, but... Okay, that's a fast way of getting Dispelled now, so we don't need to worry about Unicorn for that anymore. We'll get you that in Pearl. Okay, so it doesn't totally beat defense like it used to. Or maybe it's just because her battle stats are that low. But it definitely beats it to a degree, because no, I think actually that probably is her base damage with it, isn't it? But Master Scroll guarantees that the attacks hit in addition to everything else it does. Yeah, it was throwing me off, but that's appropriate damage for the level. That's just fine. That's why Ultimate Weapon is good, and why Master Scroll is good, because it kills things like evasion. I was really hoping to at least get a level out of Kara, but now they're throwing all the Cactuars at me when I don't want them, versus the time I was trying to grind yesterday. Get some magic points real fast, and they gave me nothing but Slagworms. Now I want a Slagworm. Because Terra's magic power is good, but she could stand to learn from gaining a few levels of +2 as well. She learned it, darn. Okay, I'm going to level her up to give her at least +2 magic, since she's so stupid close. Alexander is one of my favorite summons. Along with Bahamut, those are my two favorites. She didn't level from that. It's a lot of XP, but not enough. I should have gone into the forest. Sealess doesn't really need any stat growth, so I can do whatever on her because she already built up her magic power to over 70, so it's ridiculous beyond belief. There we go. +2 magic for Terra. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and teach you Phoenix next. Because it teaches the most important spells. I'm trying to remember which of the, because you can either muddle or mute Magimaster to help nullify him. Of course, now we're getting this. Yeah. Sua's learned Blizzaga. That's her natural Blizzaga. So now the only one she's going to have to learn from Varethamus is Bundaga. Three blocks. They have like 10k HP exactly, I think. Okay, you're mostly just attacking because of Atma weapons, so we'll have you use your mana to heal up first. Oh god, she has. That's why she's always going forward first, because she has both haste and that incredible speed that I boosted up on her. Mog is the only one not immune to wind. For now. But because he's using the Cursed Shield, of course, his thing is low to begin with. His defenses and such. We can go one more fight without healing anybody. Okay, he learned that fast. I guess I'll give you Bahamut for now. Why do you keep picking on poor Mog? I'm gonna try moving Mog to a different position and seeing if it makes it attack him less, because he seems to target Mog all the time. And I don't know if this is just it's secretly programmed to target the person with the lowest defense, or it's just targeting player 4 spot a lot, or if it's just totally weird randomness. I don't know, but this is really starting to annoy me. Because if he targets anyone else, they have enough high defense and everything that I don't need to worry about curing for quite a while, but... Nope, he wants to go after Mog. He must be programmed to be targeting the weakest character. Firaga and Meteor. Speaking of which, what's your agility at? 40, which isn't too bad. Okay, you've learned Lakshmi. We'll have to learn Alexander next, I guess, then. Midgard Summer doesn't really give anything good. Teleporting is kind of okay to have. Oh, let's go ahead and have you do Valley Garmanda and get your Bandaga. Let's swap that for now. Because you're about to level, so that'll give you another +2 magic boost. Oh, and I need to do the spell. Not actually a spell that I ever use, but theoretically good to use if you're worried about your enemies having haste or something on them. Oh, I'm getting quite level from that. She doesn't have a growth egg on though, so. Modern Flare. Guess we'll teach him Odin for now. Although, really, I probably ought to go ahead and have him learn some other useful abilities like that. Of course, he can learn those fast from shields as well, but at least he also gets one magic power up from doing that. Eventually he'll get from Valley Garmanda too, which is all that really matters. Always when I'm just about to level it, I want one of my characters to get a stat bonus while they're gaining MP. They throw nothing but Cactuar at me. There we go, there's a Slagworm. Hey, thank you for attacking someone other than Mog. Okay, Terra is done with Phoenix. With all the stuff that she's got. Needs to learn that at some point too. Silence and Confuse. Stray teaches Confuse, right? Yeah. Yeah, she needs to do some of the more utility ones, but I'll go ahead and give her Odin and Bahamut first because I like having Meteor and Flare as well. Really, all of us should be learning Flare before we go in because the easiest way to deal with the first part of Magimaster is simply to beat him down with non-elemental rather than play his elemental game. Although they may have changed his programming slightly. Seal's learned Holy, that's Alexander done for her. Let's go ahead and have her finish up Phoenix first, because again, Re-Ray is very good to have. Okay, Magus learned Bazwajorjam. Or no, he learned Madrin, rather. That actually goes really fast, so I'm not ashamed of having thrown that on really quick. Let's have him do... Oh, he's got Bahamut Master. That's right. He already has it. I really don't care about the Midgard Sommer spells that much. But Zali for Haste 2 and all those would be useful as well. So he's got heals. He has now the level 2 spells. Let's go ahead and get him some utility with haste spells and stuff. Yep, stepped off the beaten path. She's never learned Fire 2. Well... that was pretty cool. Well, there's speed +1 for Terra. The forest is better, but the normal ground around this area also isn't too bad. But it's just a lot more consistent to farm the forest for your basic stat leveling. Not learn float. Since it is guaranteeing the hits, although I'm not sure how much of that is also because of Atma Weapon, but he only has 3 hit points. So with Master Scroll, technically anyone can kill him, even though his defense is also maxed out. Because, 63, she might have gained a level with Valley Garmanda, but I don't believe she did. Well, whatever. Go ahead and Alexander for now, and you go ahead and Bahamut. Okay, that's Folly for him. I guess it's your turn to do Valley Garmanda. Everyone else seems to be done with it. Ah. Okay, Meteor for Terra. She is not done with Lakshmi. She needs to learn Regen and Esana from it. That'll come in like 1 spell. Excellent. Or 1 battle. That's all, I guess. Get you haste 2 and slow 2. Haste to death and slow death. It's interesting that spells that don't have a 3rd tier just jump automatically to Ga. She didn't even have slow and haste yet. Well, I didn't give her much opportunity to learn really a whole lot of spells from Espers. Lotoli Flare. She hasn't learned Valley Garmanda yet herself? That's right. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. Siren to get Silence. I guess that'll take 1 thing. She is almost maxed out. And then she can just start throwing stuff on for the stats. Because I don't think anyone else teaches Silence this high up. Actually, let's give her Teleport. That's right, I wanted to give her Teleport. Eventually, I'll just give her Midgard Silver just to have it, because I like having all the spells in my list. Not that I'm going to be doing that grind for this particular playthrough. I'm mostly just getting the spells that I really want on everyone and trying to break the curse on the shield. But I'm not going to max these guys before continuing, nor am I going to max magic on other people that I'm not even planning to have use a lot of magic. Oh, Rum's done with Alexander, too. That was a slight waste. Let's get you Bahamut, and you need to finish Odin and that as well. Okay, Fenrir was fast. Carbuncle for Reflect. Actually, Cataclysmus. She's never learned Bio and Depth. Those are actually... I don't know why I never put that on her at any point, but that would have been really handy to use early on for a couple of the fights. It would... Bio does high damage to Humbaba, for instance, and Death, of course, has a couple of good uses in the early-ish, mid-ish game. You can cast Death on one of the tentacles if I'd bothered to learn it then. So a big fail on my part to not worry about that earlier. I'm going to go ahead and have you do Siren and Kate Sith really quick. This should take 2 to 3 battles to fully master those. Since you already have float, right? Because you already have. So Kate Sith learns float slow, but his others are fast, so... HP plus 10, magic plus 2. Oops, stepped off the line again. And because of that, I ended up poisoned. I should just stick to doing very small circles in the middle of the desert so I don't do that. Okay, yep, that was quick. Kate Sith for the fast diffuse. What does Skiing have that I haven't learned yet? Libra. Oh, that's the only thing that teaches Libra. That's right, Skip. But it's times 5, so... Libra is actually moderately useful against Magimaster if you can confuse him. Which maybe it only works some of the time. I don't remember getting it off, but I've had many people swear up and down that confusing him is the way to go. Then you can, like, scan or lever him and tell what he's going to, what he's weak to, so you can pound that weakness. Usually what I do is I actually memorize Ultima first and just blow him up with Ultima, which, like Flare, is non-elemental damage, so it just carves him up very quickly. Before I go up the tower and start playing silly games, I need to test something. Let me see. Yeah, let's do it for you. Reflect room. Nobody's not saying anything, right? Okay, do you have re-raise yet, or have you not learned it? She hasn't had a chance to learn it yet. Okay, so you have re-raise. Yes. Okay, cast it on yourself and see what happens. Okay, good. It isn't affected by reflect. I thought not, but I wanted to make sure of that because I'm planning out a strategy for, oh, the realm of all people. Okay. Planning out a strategy for Magimaster. Okay, that's 3 people mastering at once. Let's see, you can go ahead and do Alexander now. The nice thing about waiting until near endgame to start really memorizing spells is that a lot of these, like Protect and Dispel and Shell, which you only have at ×5 or ×2 or ×1 on other people, comes very, very quickly. And that way you don't do a lot of backtracking and stuff. Okay, we'll go ahead and have you do Odin now. So you can get the +1 speed and other stuff. You've got Bahamut. I guess it's your turn for Phoenix, because everyone else has it mastered. You're on Catapulpus, it's still going. Odin and Alexander. So yeah, everybody's... I can check that as well by just leaving the menu. Getting more used to that, but still... old habits die hard. The problem with being infinitely at comfort with a game, like I am with Final Fantasy VI, means that a lot of the things that don't work are more terrible to me than the quality of life improvements, like this easy Esper menuing, are good. It's a weird thought, it's a weird thing to think about or say, but I'm annoyed more because there are definitely some great quality of life improvements here. Not having to equip sprint shoes to run and being able to use a dash button so you can control your speed better. This easy Esper menuing and stuff is a pretty big deal, really. But there are lots of little things in the way I play and the way I grind and do all this other stuff in my own. The way commands are distributed, the way they don't function as they do in vanilla, in original, I should say, in the SNES version of the game, really causes a lot of issues for me. And it annoys me far more than it should. For those who are not super practiced with hundreds of hours into this game, thousands of hours into this game, or its variants, probably most of the better quality of life features in this game are just fine. But a lot of the little bugs definitely bother me. I find it hilarious that for whatever reason the Realm sprite decides to keep waving until you give a command. I'm not sure if that's a bug because of the replaced sprites I have, or if it's something else. Both of them are getting a little low on mana, but I haven't needed to heal nearly as much as I thought I would. For one thing, I've managed to get 3 characters out of 4 immune to wind by my smart equipping of stuff and everything, and the I actually, because I've been killing it so fast, I've gotten a lot less sandstorms. He does sandstorm as a counter, but that seems to be a lot less common. I don't know, maybe there are certain things in the that affect it more, but I seemed to get it a whole lot while I was trying to burn through him, but it's definitely less than the first couple of times. I got hit by like 2 or 3 sandstorms and was being killed real quickly, but now it seems I only get hit by 1, and that's only some of the time. Oh, I need to put back on, like, Cheese Mastered Alexander. Need to remember that. Back on the Hero's Ring. I need to go buy a few more relic rings if I can remember where to look for them. Maybe Nikea will have them, because I know somebody should sell them somewhere. And I have enough money I can throw it away on it. Nope, she hasn't learned Bahamut yet. Definitely need to get that done then. Has everyone else mastered Bahamut? Yes. Okay, so she's the last one who needs Flare. We fought a lot of battles. We should get close to being done with the Cursed Shield, too. If I master all the spells I want, I'll do some stat leveling for Realm and Terra, especially. Maybe some for Mod, too. Silas gets another magic +2 because she leveled with Valley Garmonda equipped. Oh, I need to heal up the party again. I'm lucky he hasn't used Sandstorm to kill Mog yet. I ought to see, he isn't going to do nearly as much because of his lower stats and stuff, but I ought to see how much his Blazar would do to Cyclone. Because he has plenty of mana to spend now, and he has Blazara now. So that would delay the time I'd need to, or I should just use a tent and be done. Next time I get hurt, I think I'll just use a tent. I bought 99 of them for a reason. I'm one of those hoarders who's always ultra efficient with, tries to be ultra efficient with all my items and my healing and my everything. So I like to hoard items and then only use them when necessary. And it turns out it's rarely necessary. I use them a lot more often in Randomizer. Ouchie. Okay, let's go ahead and tank. back to full. Of course we can... Seriously? Why'd you turn around here? Oh no. Oh, it missed him. Okay, okay. I don't have enough attack power to just go like that, so... I need a pincer. Let me get greedy. With the Minerva, which increases your MP by 25%, she has so much mana. She can use heals all day. Especially since she has good enough magic power that even her basic cures heal efficiently and quickly. The worst awesome relic in the game is probably the crystal orb that's dropped from the gold dragon in Kefka's tower. It's a relic that increases your MP by 50%, but by the time you're taking on Kefka's tower, most of your party probably already has... Okay, ooh, that's a lot of things learned. That's like everybody at once, isn't it? Yep. It's already going to have probably upwards of 600, 700 MP, so it's going to max you out, but it's not actually that much of a bonus. If you have anything over 700, it's a very small amount, while you compare a gold hairpin, which has the... she already has teleport. This would be just for stop and banish. Golem actually teaches stop faster. Okay, she learned silence already from that. She just needs scan. Let's get her Cataboofus as well. Get her file. And... Okay, you've got Odin. Fenrir, I guess. You're actually getting close to memorizing everything too. You can finish up Odin. And you are really, really close to getting everything. Carbuncle is fine for you now. Phantom, okay. Berserk, Vanish, Gravity. Oh, Berserk is probably what you can cast on Magimaster, so that he doesn't change his abilities. That's the one. With that, though, you have to make sure that you have some way of avoiding his attacks. do Quetzal with you next. I've got almost all the spells that I really need on almost all the characters now. Just filling out the last few useful ones. Finish getting you silence, then I guess I'll just have to do Drain and Midgard Soma for the heck of it. Or stat growth ones again, hey! Speed for her. Once those two make 50, I'll take off their growth eggs, at least for now. You were learning a little bit of Ifrit, mostly just to get Fire 2 earlier. Fire. Been in the name of things in Final Fantasy since about 9, I think. But I'm still too used to hearing, oh, you need Rosara. Well, I spent so many years with Fire 1, Fire 2, and Fire 3 that I still, especially in this game, it's natural for me to gravitate towards the numbered system. Right. Darn. Didn't pay out. Hoping to find a another Hoover Slagworm. Quickly kill it, get enough XP to level Realm, give her +2 magic power from it. Turned out to be pointless. Oh well. I think it was worth a shot for guaranteeing a, almost guaranteeing a +2. Let's see. Perfect Sonar. She has not learned Fyra yet, hasn't had a chance to. Well, maybe she'll gain a level from that and get Madeline +1. She's so close, she only needs one battle anyway. Nope. Okay, Carbuncle. We'll go ahead and test your Blizzara and see how much damage we do. Only 5k. And since her hit points are low, that probably means I'm going to need to do one more couple thousand to finish him. Her Blizzard almost does as much as Mog's Blizzara. Looking at other stuff. She has literally done everything except for Midgard Summer now. The only spells she's lacking then are It spells, Murton, and Ultima. Meltdown. Its actual name, so I'll just put that on. Actually, no. I want to. Speed is what she needs to get now. So her speed is okay at a 40 with various enhancements, but The magic power at 77 is plenty. Anytime now, Mog. As soon as Mog gets this shield cursed, I'm going to Cult of Kefka Tower. It should be relatively soon. Of course, one slight problem that I hadn't thought about, that it might be that the battles only count if they grant experience. Because sometimes there are weird things like that in those kinds of counters in JRPGs. Which means that all these Cactuar battles wouldn't be counted. But both of these battles give 10,000 gil, so by the time I'm at 2 million, I definitely should have fought enough battles, because I did fight plenty before while grinding up the other characters. But I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I suppose it's something that I could look at, but can't really do it much while I'm grinding without slowing everything down even more. Fenrir is done. What are you on next? Carbuncle hasn't been done. Let's do Catapult next. Okay, Phantom is done. You are almost done with everything now too, aren't you? Which means you can go to, like, Zone Seeker and Lake Dharma. Great. What I need to do is cure. Of the Espers with changed names, Catoblepus is the one I have the least problem with. Because while Shote, a type of pig, does look kind of, I think it's bigger, is it a deer? I think of it as a pig because that's what Shote looks like, but I think Shote is actually a deer, I can't remember. It's some sort of four-legged animal from Europe. But Catoblepus being a D&D monster I'm familiar with from reading the First Edition Monsters Manual 100 times as a kid, makes it easy to remember that one. Yeah, I want to take off Growth Egg now that you've reached level 50. Let's give you Hermes so you'll react faster. Where's my Hermes? Anytime you want to be uncursed, Shield, I'm there. Need to try talk Valley Garmonda. Give some MP boosts, which actually means that I should go ahead and put the relic back on. Would let you require some magic plus 2s. Hilarious how they turn around randomly in the Pixel Remaster version. Again, that was something that was programmed very well in the SNES FF6. When it chose to do an attack, if it did an AoE attack, it wouldn't change because it's attacking everything. If it was doing a attack on a single person, it would turn to attack whoever it was attacking if it had its back to them. And if it gets attacked, it would... like, physically, it might turn around to do a counter and then its facing would change permanently. But otherwise, it didn't even turn around if it was attacked. Okay, that's those. Really running out of things to learn now. Let's go ahead and do Siren and Kate Sith, yeah. For those spells. Let's go ahead and have you do Midgard Sommer next. Since you've got everything else. And take off your Growth Egg. Place in May with a gold hairpin. So now you can start more efficiently tossing the blizzards. And actually, considering that, you really don't need a Hero's Ring because you're already getting 999 with the Zaras. So let's give you the other Hermes boots. I should really be close to this stupid shield killing person. I understand why a lot of people would love to get Ultima just by grabbing the Ragnarok Esper and learning immediately, rather than trying to wait on the Paladin shield and trying to incurse it, but it is just such an awesome weapon when you... or shield, rather, defense, once you get it done. To me, it's well worth the wait, but it is quite a long wait. $256 battles is a lot of battles. You don't realize just how long until you're trying to grind out that, she's up to 60 now. Until you're trying to grind out that, that big, long series of battles. I'm really hoping that it's just a suspicion. I don't think it's true, but sometimes it feels like it because of how I've done counting for it before, but it would definitely be not pleasant if it is true that certain ones don't count. 7 XP. I'm going to level her with another +1 magic here. Okay, now to Carbuncle. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he hasn't already counted this yet. Gravity. We got fit to go to Phantom. Pretty soon we're going to be done with magic, and I'm going to ditch the spot for the dinos to finish getting the stats for these characters up. That was almost everybody. Finally finished Midgard Summer, so now you are done with all those. We'll just give you Odin. What's Terra's base now? She's not wielding... Oh, her base is high. She's only got the Minerva Bestiae in the hat, so it's 55. Okay, good. So, alright, that helps my decision for the dragon area once we're ready to start leveling there. I think mod with Catoblepas is going to be enough. At that point, I don't really care about any of the rest of these spells. His death is useful to have for certain fights. Yeah, she learned Catapultus already. I forgot to do it with Mog. Once he has that, that's going to be everything I really, really want. Should have her do it. She has plenty of mana. And a gold hairpin. So well. Wrong thing. Oh. White goes to auto, which is fine, but it's throwing off my muscle memory again because I'm remembering, oh yeah, I can go the other direction if I hit Y versus X for going into a different party member. But it doesn't actually work like that because it's set to activate auto on this mode, which auto is great, but when I'm not really wanting auto, it's not great to have. Okay, Mog learned Death, and so that's the last spell I really want, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and give you, for now... Okay, what's your base speed? You've gotten 2 speed boosts. Equip. You get +3 from that, +1 from that, none from your enhancer, of course, so that means that you're at 38 base speed, which is okay. How about you? You're a little bit the same, right? 3 total speed. Which means you're at 34, so you need speed a little bit more than that. You really need the magic boost, we're going to give you some more powerful magic boost as well, so that you can get up there. I'm going to give you one of the growth eggs, and you to finish out the right there. You the alarm earrings so that we won't be pincered by the dragons. Use a tent. Should have changed who was in the lead so I could show off a different tent, because about all we've seen are Silas and Terra, because I used them in the lead so much. Okay, please let it only be a few dragons. Or if I'm going to get dragons, give me a Brachiosaurus with a good drop. It's going to be hard to beat him, though, quite honestly, if we do get him. Let's go ahead, and probably more useful than that would be to throw Ragnarok on and do... Probably Hermes Sandals again. With haste. Give us more turns. I'm going to actually turn the battle speed to slightly slow, since dragons are dangerous. But we're going to turn these guys into total game breakers, because I'm trying to just get this done. Alright, that'd be expensive. That's... Meteor's quite expensive, but how does it compare to... I have plenty of tents, so it's like... Could be whatever. Impartisan. Oh, that's an Imp Halberd. That's right, they dropped those. I've got 1010s. We're just going to meteor them down. I had a safety save after every level because Brachiosaurs can be terrifying. Oh, just a single one. Let's Drago then. I'm lucky that I got a single Tyrannosaur after so many doubles. Oops, oh well. Now, if you don't have the alarm earring / back guard when you do this grinding, whenever you find 2 Tyrannosaurs, they'll actually be in a pincer on your party. Let's see what Flare does versus Saga. There he is. Alright, Full silence him. Nope. Holy cow, is his magic power higher. Lovely. Alright, so that's, here's that problem. Nah, she got his full heal throw. Oh wow, he actually blocked that time, huh? Alright. No drops. He can drop economizers, which are absolutely broken. Set the cost of all MP to 1. I don't know what they're called in this game. We might find out if we get one. You can also trade them at the Coliseum for gem boxes, so again, if you're trying to absolutely min-max your power, you want to farm those things for the rare drop economizers so that you can give everybody economizers slash gem box economizer, and then you just double cast Ultimas at 1 mana or whatever and kill everything super easy. She could still use some magic power, so we're going to go ahead and throw her on Madeline for now. I think she gained enough levels with plus 50% HP. She's up 70 magic, so she's almost at the point where we'll want to swap that to something. Mog is starting to get up there. But we still haven't gotten rid of the stupid shield yet. Come on, cursed shield. I was really hoping I'd be able to finish up Kolpakepka Tower in this stream, but what's her speed up to now? Only 43? She could use some more, and so could Sealess. Every time I do this playthrough, I forget just how long and terrible the Paladin Shield grind is, but I still want to do it every single time. Thinking about swapping to maybe other groups. Oh. Level them up a bit with the Paladin shield, but since I'm not doing 9999 with Flare yet, I actually think it's probably a good idea to keep grinding these guys. Like 80k HP, which is about the highest amount in the game. He's more powerful than most of the dragons, actually. He's the only one attack, so... Nope, need to use tanks now. Oh, I need to switch the realm to show her tent off. Oh well. 7K. 9K, so that's 16. Call it 8K, 24. 29. $37. 2 misses, not good. Okay. Okay, does his magic evade goes up when he gets low or something? Yikes. Darn. That's why Brachiosaurus is dangerous. I lost like 1 or 2 level ups. Maybe just this level up right there. Terra may have gotten another level up as well. Okay, another save. I do 1 or 2 more fights and then call it for a break. Maybe for the day, we'll see. Depending on how things go, I might just try and finish up this grinding offline because it's taking longer than I thought it would. Alright. I think let's go ahead and swap her to Helmet, give her some bonus HP. And I'll probably take the growth rate off of her next. Let's go ahead and swap you over to Zona Seeker, give you back your +2 growth. Nog definitely still needs it the most, although he's getting minuses from the shield, so he isn't as bad as it looks quite, but he's still a lot less than the ladies. And let's go ahead and give you Odin. And let's go ahead and take the growth egg off of you. In place of maybe gold hairpins so you don't run out quite as fast as you really had. Replace your Hermes sandals with growth egg. So I don't have to do that menuing again. That kind of worked out. Yeah, actually. Rusty Magic Mog still going with the stupid Curse Shield though, so... Well... I've streamed for long enough for this morning going into afternoon now, so we'll go ahead and call this here. And unless I have enough time after lunch and shopping and stuff to do another stream this afternoon, I'll probably go ahead and finish getting the shield uncursed offline, maybe do my grinding for my other characters while I'm at it. So that in the next stream I do for this, we can go ahead and finish up the game, because we're pretty close to it. Just do the last couple of things. I'll go ahead and save my Coliseum grinding for the stream too, because that shouldn't take too very long. I'm just going to show off a few things, get a couple of items I really want, and that'll be that. So, take care and have a good day. Until next I'm online.